I thought I was building a temple. I accidentally built a god. Last episode, my basilica became part of a city. This time, I want to bring that city to life. Someone watching the city grow suggested I explore Create. I thought it was just another mod, but it ended up revealing what lies beneath the surface of this world. I dedicated a small Vulcan temple to the Building Gadgets mod. I needed to dedicate a large temple to the Create mod to reflect the mod's scale and importance. The god I chose to complement this mod was Neptune. A massive temple was always planned for this spot, between the basilica and the curia. But getting the spacing right took more work than I expected. And it mattered. In Roman cities, temples weren't just religious, they were anchors. Everything radiated outward from them. I mirrored the basilica facade to help with planning. The copy-paste gadgets is amazing, until you misclick. And while I was working so close to it, I had to fix the curia. It was bothering me more than I'd like to admit. I kept the design restrained, but added depth, so it felt like it belonged here. I scrapped my first circular temple design and went with an octagon. It felt more intentional, almost engineered. Maybe the city grew around the temple. Maybe the temple was already here. The main entrance faces the forum, with a ceremonial water stream flowing outward. When turning my attention to the walls, I went a bit too hard on tridents, so I replaced most of them with simpler panels. The floor was meant to be waves. It turned into tentacles. I kept it. The calcite was too pristine. This temple needed to feel ancient, so everything had to become sandstone. I love the perfection of something new, but nothing stays perfect. Contrast is everything. I wanted a copper roof with layered oxidation. That meant bees for wax and experiments with copper weathering systems. I knew how to handle the bees. Weathering copper was a different journey. I settled on a shallow, stepped roof with an oculus, pulling light into the temple underneath. Pillars now lift water from the depths. This water seemed especially disobedient. And then I went below. This temple was supposed to be decorative. Somewhere along the way, it stopped being a build and started being a place with its own rules. Every time I tried to simplify it, it demanded something stranger. It demanded that I go even deeper. I lost track of time. Experiments started to feel intentional. I don't know if these machines do anything, but each one seems to test a different principle of motion, and I'm not sure I want to disturb them. At some point, the build started to feel alive. It began with a machine designed to speak to Neptune, analyzing offerings, recording responses. Then I realized Neptune's domain extended far below the temple. I found the Pilgrim's Path. People came here to study him, to communicate, to get closer to something divine. Most never went past the River of Memory, where scholars gathered to learn all they could about this god. I kept going, and I don't know if I want to stop.